Morning everyone, I hope we're all fit and well. So I know we keep changing days at the moment, but glad some of you have made it along. So we're going to set ourselves up for all fit and well. We're going to stand nice and tall, getting those feet set under your hips, tummy's drawn in, shoulders back, arms down at the sides. And let's just wake up those senses with those little rocks forwards, catching the weight on the toes, back to just before you think you're going to fall. So that's it, a few times, just to wake ourselves up, find that balance point. So it gets our body ready to move. A little step if we need to stop us falling. That's it, a couple more. And find that spot where you're nicely balanced, not falling forwards or back. I'm just going to loosen up that lower back by tilting that pelvis under, then putting the arch in the spine. So that's it, tilt under and back. That's it, keeping that going. Just rotating that pelvis under, squeeze of the tummy, then arch in the spine. So you can either have hands on hips or one hand in front, behind. That's good, a few more times. Excellent, one more. And find that spot now, should be nicely balanced, should be nice and loose, nice neutral spine, and get the feet moving, pushing that foot down into the ground. And then arms join in, just in that walking movement. So opposite arm, opposite leg, from the shoulder, not the elbow. That's good. And we're just gradually increasing the arm movement. So we're bringing it up to about shoulder height. Pushing that foot down. So remember, it's not about us coming up onto tiptoes, it's about that foot pressing into the ground. And those arms are coming up higher. So gradually bringing them so that one's up above the head, others pushing back. So you get that stretch around chest and shoulders. Excellent, a few more. That's it. Good, one more each way. And we're bringing that down. Okay, feet nicely under hips again, so we're standing tall, take the hands up above your head. We're just going to lean it to one side, then over to the other. Good. So you get that nice stretch down your side. Body staying nice and straight, as if we're trapped between two panes of glass. So we're not leaning forwards or back. Good. A few more. And then we'll extend the movement around. So next time we're going to take it round in that windmill, all the way in front, back up, change direction. Soften the knees if you need. So if you do feel like pulling the lower back and hamstrings, we can soften those knees. But if you've got a good stretch, keeping the legs straighter. That's it. So just keep that movement going. Hopefully you find you gradually getting a little bit lower as those muscles are warming up, joints are loosening up. Excellent, keeping that going now. Nice exercise just to get us going on a morning. So everything stiffens up and tightens up overnight. So we loosen loosen ourselves off. That's it. So go once more each way. And I'm going to bring that back down. Okay, so still standing nice and tall, getting those feet still under your hips, bring those arms up. You're going to start to rotate the chest and shoulders. Keep your head and hips forwards to begin with. That's it. So just loosening up that upper back now. We're going to let the head follow the hands. So rotating, looking around. Good. Release your heel. So looking all the way around behind. That's good. Nice, smooth, steady movement. So we're not too fast. We're not forcing it. We're trying not to bounce the movement at the end. Smooth, steady, consistent. So a couple more. And we're bringing that back to centre. Okay, we're going to take our feet a little wider now. So standing tall, those feet nice and wide. We're going to circle those hips now. The aim is to keep the head still. We're circling hips around. Gradually rotating round, nice big wide circle. That's good, few more. One more, then change direction. So let's go the other way. That's good, so we're like a really slow hula hooping movement. Good, two more. And bring that back, bring back into centre, so standing tall. Gonna sweep your leg through. So it's nice, steady swing through. The aim is to keep standing as tall and still as we can. That leg's just there to disrupt your balance. So keeping that going. Nice, steady swing through. Doesn't have to be really high. Not trying to do the can-can, we're not trying to do the splits or anything. It's just there as a disruptor. So one more. And bringing that down, change legs. So reset your balance, stand tall, bring the other leg through. That's it. nice and tall and still, engaging that core to stop your body moving. Excellent, a few more. Good, one more. And bringing that down. So reset yourself, back onto the other leg. You're going to take that out to the side and across. Again, doesn't have to be really high. You're not trying to do the splits, we're just taking it out and back. That's it, a few more times. Good, two more. And bring that down, reset and change legs. So taking it out and across. So we're still standing nice and tall and still, gauging that core to stop us falling. So it's not about that leg that's moving, it's about everything stopping you falling over. Really important to work on our strength and balance, particularly as we get a little bit older, that tends to go. That's good, few more. Good, one more. And bringing that back in, excellent. Get feet back under shoulders, under hips, sorry, so standing tall. I'm going to squat that down, bringing it back up. So knees over feet, bum sticking out behind. That's it, head and shoulders up, looking forwards. Good, nice steady movements, we're just squatting that down. 90 degrees if we can. If you just want to dip to there, if that's your range of movement, absolutely fine. Just work to our levels. That's it. Really good, keep that going. So we stand nice and tall in between. Think about that posture all the time. Always want to make ourselves nice and tall. Sitting at those desks all day makes us very hunched, very curved round. But if we can stand tall, keep all those postural muscles nice and strong. That's good, a few more. Good, two more. Last one. And bringing that back up. Excellent, so we'll take the feet nice and wide. I'm going to squat again. This time those knees go wide. Squeeze as you come up. So you might not go quite as deep on this one. Really squeeze that bum as we come back up. That's it. Excellent, keep that going. So we're just going to tweak it up a little bit. So this time, as we squat down, we're going to squat, turn, turn, up. Squat, turn, turn, and up. Excellent, well done. A few more times. Good, one more. And bring that back up, well done. Okay, stand at the end of your mat if you're not already. Feet under hips, we're going to roll it down. So hands high, curling down towards those feet, rolling the back. Unroll as we come up, reaching high and down. That's it, really good. Keeping that moving. Good, a few more times. So just roll that down. Down towards those feet. We unroll back up. This time stay at the bottom. So we're going to let that hang. We're going to press one shoulder down, then the other. So rotating those shoulders as we push one out to the floor. Rotate to the other side. Good, couple more times. And let's roll it back up. Unroll yourself up, let that blood go back down into your body. We're going to roll down, hands on the mat and walk it forwards. But walk it out into that straight arm plank position. We're holding there. Keep breathing, holding for a few seconds. That's it. And relax down to your knees, sit back on those heels, stretch through your upper body in your child's pose. Good, and relax there. So, that's warm up done. We're going to start down on the floor for our first exercise. So I want you to lay face down on the floor, arms in that V position. We're going to start with your VW movement. So that's where we raise the torso, we squeeze the elbows back to W, we extend forwards, lower back down. So we're going to start arms only, then we'll work on the legs after. So raise, squeeze to W, back to V, lower down. Off we go. Squeeze back, extend, lower down. Good, keeping that movement going. That's it, excellent. Raising up, really squeeze back as if you're grabbing a pencil between the shoulder blades, and down. Up, squeeze, forwards, and down. Keeping that movement going nice and steady, not too fast. Slow raise, steady squeeze and pause, slow extension, and down. So again, really working all those muscles in that postural chain. helping strengthen the back of the shoulders. Trying to minimise that rounded arch back we get from desk work. That's good. A few more times. One more. And resting that down. Okay, stay laid down in that position. This time, rest your arms down. We're going to work on your legs. So I just want you to raise your legs off the ground, long straight legs, and we're going to squeeze those heels together. So movement starts in the bum, squeezing in, pulling those heels together. We're just going to slowly tap your heels together. So let's lay that down. Arms still forwards, or you can tuck them under your chin to rest on if you want. Raise the legs, squeeze those heels in. That's good, keeping that going. Just squeeze those heels together. If you do need to rest the legs down on the ground to do it, that's absolutely fine. Work to your level. If you can, keep them raised just off the ground. 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and rest that down. Good, so we'll take a few seconds, then we're going to put the two together. So we're going to do 1 arm movement to 8 heel taps. So 1 of the VWs with the arms, 8 of those heel taps together. So arm movement followed by leg movement, not at the same time. Are we ready? Let's go. So arms raise, squeeze, extend and down, then legs for 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down, back to the arms. Keep that pattern going. Excellent, keeping that going. A few more times. Good, 2 more. Last one. And relax that down, well done. Okay, bring yourself up to a kneeling position. So we're going to go into that knee hover. So we're going to start with hands under shoulders, knees under hips in that kneeling box. And from here, all we're going to do is just raise the knees about 1 inch off the floor. So from this position, literally just pick those knees up and we're going to hold. Keep breathing. Really tempting just to hold your breath when you do this, but we need to breathe. That's good. A few more seconds. If we can. 3, 2, 1, and lower that down. Take that pressure off the wrists if you need. So we're going to do that one again, but this time we're going to add some movement in it. So once we go up to the hold, we're going to pause, then we're going to sit back onto our heels, pause, back to the hold, pause, keep that movement going. So when we're in position, get to your start position, and then raise, short hold, you're going to sit back onto heels. Then come back to that knee hover. Sit back towards your heels. Into hover. About a count of 4 in each position. Sit back. If you do find that difficult, you can always just stick with the basic movement. Last one, sitting back. And lower that down. Well done. Excellent work. Okay, so we're going to stay on the hands. Feet are going to go further back, and we're going to go up into that sort of downward dog position. So head down, bum up in the air, hands on the mat. So we start in that pyramid shape with our head down. We then rotate through the shoulders and the hips into your cobra, looking up, and rotate back. So almost moving into yoga territory with these. Keeping it controlled all the way through. That's it. So we're looking up, rotate, looking down and back towards our feet. That's good. A few more times. Good. One more. And let's rest that down. Okay, so we're going to move over onto our sides now. So I'm going to start on one elbow, legs extended straight. If you do need to work off your knees for these, that's absolutely fine. So we're going to start with a plank type movement. So you can either have feet stacked or one behind the other, whichever you find most comfortable. But we're going to do it as more of a dynamic movement. So we're going to start with our hip on the mat. We're going to raise up and down. So we're just going to pause, hold for a second or so at the top. Raise and down. So let's keep that going. That's good. Couple more. That's it. We'll do one more. And lower that one down, changing sides. So just flip yourself over or spin round onto the other elbow. Feet stacked or one behind the other. When we're ready, go and take that up. Bring bring it down. So pause in for a second or two at the top, hold in there, bring it down. That's good. Good, 2 more. One more time. And relax that down. Excellent. Back to the other side. This time we're going to lay nice and long and straight on the mat. Arm extended. Legs straight. Hand in front for balance. And we're going to scissor those legs. So forwards and back. That's it. Excellent, keeping that going. Nice and steady. It's not a huge movement, it's really about challenging the balance. That's it, a few more. Good, twice more. Last one. And rest that down, spin yourself around again, onto that other side. Get nice and long, arm extended, hand in front for balance, legs off the ground. And alternating those legs forwards and back. That's it. Nice steady movement, sliding those feet forwards and back. You can rest the leg down on the ground if you need, otherwise try and raise them off the ground, pivot on the hip. That's it, couple more, one more. And we'll rest that down. Okay, staying laying down. Bring the arm at 90 degrees to the body, bending those knees up. Other hand comes on top. But this time, instead of reaching over, we're going to draw around on the floor. So round and back. So we're drawing that semicircle around, bringing it back round. So it really loosens off, stretches out that shoulder. If you are tight on space, just do what you can. Maybe to bend that arm as you go around the head if you're short of space. That's it, really. That's a lovely loosener for the shoulders. Stretching out the chest as well. Good, one more. Bringing that around, so roll yourself over or spin round onto the other side for that same exercise. So knees bent, arms at 90 degrees to the body. Let's draw that circle around. That's it. So your eyes, try and follow your hand as it travels around your head. Rotate around. Just a really nice loosener for that shoulder area. That's it. One more time. And bringing that back down. Excellent, well done. Okay, last few exercises just over onto our backs. So we're going to start with our legs extended straight out and our arms round behind the head. So we're going to do a leg slide. It's like a reverse slide. So we're going to bring the leg in. As the leg comes in, both arms are going to raise up. So back stays on the floor. Bring one leg in, those arms come up. We go back, opposite leg in. So one leg at a time, but both arms. That foot can either slide along the ground or we can hover just a fraction off it. The foot's not going up in the air, it's just skimming the ground. That's good. A few more times. Nice and controlled, not too fast. That's good. Once more each leg. Last one. And bring that down. Okay, bringing those feet up into tabletop. So you've got that 90 degree at hip, 90 degree at knee. Bringing your hands up. So I'm going to toe tap this time, and it'll be a single arm drop behind. So tap, up. Keeping that back nice and flat on your mat. You might find you start to put an arch in the bottom of your spine, just to counteract the weight of your legs. Try and make sure we roll that pelvis back so that arch goes and the back's flatter on the mat. Some people do naturally have quite a curved lower spine, so if yours is like that, don't try and flatten it completely. Just go back to your normal position. That's it. So just tapping that down. Excellent, few more. So we've got just a couple of exercises left. Can't believe where time's gone this morning. So one more each leg. And bring those knees in, giving those a little hug if we need. So we're going to stay in that same position with the legs, hands down at your sides in a slight V shape. We're just going to rotate the knees down to one side, then we're up, over the other. So just rotating those legs, shoulders stay on the ground, freeing up that lower back, using the obliques to control that movement. So that's those muscles down the side of your abdominals. Controlling that drop down. When you feel your shoulder lift, that's when we raise. We take it over the other side. Good. One more each way. lowering the feet back down to the mat. Okay, sit yourself up, knees bent, and we're just hands forward, so we're just going to roll that back. So we're nearly out of time, we've just got a couple more reps to do. If anyone does need to rush off, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. Just try and have a stretch out when you get a chance. That's it. So it's just nice and controlled, just as far back as you feel comfortable. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And bring yourself back up, sitting up. We're going to slowly bring ourselves up to our feet. And from standing, take 1 foot back, bending that front knee, back leg straight, hands come forwards, opening out those shoulders, opening up that upper back. And we change legs. Hands go in the small of the back, chest forward, shoulder blades together. That's good. Okay, standing that back up. Stand tall, feet under hips, hands above the head. We're going to reach down towards those toes. Bringing that up. Stand tall, pick 1 foot up. And change legs. That's good, just 1 time. So feet nice and wide, we're going to sweep low, we're going to up onto our toes, reach for the sky. We're ready, sweeping through, we're coming up, reach for the sky, strong ankles for 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done everybody, thanks for joining us.